Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and I made a bit of a mistake. Alright, so I have been trying to get movie bosses no item done for the past several days now. This stage, I would probably say this feels like the most annoying no item run I've gone for of any of these Super Battle Road stages. The enemies in here just hit way too hard for the characters we're able to use, right? Now, if you guys notice, we're midway through the second fight. So I decided to finally sit down and try and finish it today. I mean, it's not really, you can't just decide, oh, I'm definitely getting it done today, but I wanted to get it done. I did probably about 3 hours straight of attempts. I actually made it very close several times with a double Janemba lead, either LR Janemba or Fat Janemba as a friend. But most of these runs I do are with the free friend Turles, right? Because no one runs Janemba. There's no Janembas on the fucking list to use. It's so annoying. So, I was doing runs. I stopped and I did some physical therapy exercises, right? Like I have to do these exercises every day because I just had surgery for my knee and just got to make it like work correctly again, right? I sit back down, start doing runs, but I didn't press the recording button until halfway through the second fight. So this is kind of like an abbreviated run. I think what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to upload this because, I mean, we get it done. I mean, it's obvious. Like, we could see, like, the end time and shit like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to do it again. Like, I'll just knock it out again on the 5-9 Gaming stream. Because, I mean, I've made it to the very end, right? Like, ready to have this done 5, 6, 7 times where it's been, like, one dodge and I've got it. It's just that this run is the most finicky, the most ridiculous run there is. The reason is because there's, like, I feel like 2 strong strats you could use. One is you could go, like, a bunch of Turleses. I'm not really using a bunch of Turleses. I've got one, right? Because, again, I'm forced to use goddamn Turles. Because Int Broly doesn't really perform. The problem with Int Broly is that, and I mean, really STR LR Broly, but he's just so dominant, right? It's a little bit different for him. But Broly doesn't have Big Bad Boss. Dude, I feel like in Broly, like, this is not, like, an ideal situation for him on the movie bosses team, because these Broly units don't have Big Bad Bosses. Broly is not really able to defend enough, and that's basically the role he would be in. Turles, right, it's like he is supporting, which helps a lot. The key is so good for all these Janemba units, for sure, especially with Fat Janemba sort of circling around and stuff like that. But then there's also the stun with Turles, right? But what I've found to be the biggest annoyance with this is Fat Janemba's bullshit design. Fat Janemba can be so good, yes, but his design is just so... It's what makes this run is hell because of Fat Janemba. It literally is like, if I had perfect orb RNG the whole way through, this would be a joke, right? Orb RNG I found to be the most difficult obstacle to overcome with this run. And that's why there's sort of like 2 ways to do this. A full Janemba setup with like AGL Gold and Frieza on it, that was the most comfortable I felt going through this. Several times with the full Janemba setup, I made it right towards the end, but no one had LR Janemba, no one has him like Rainbow, Link level 10, good equips, except for me, right? Like I found one Rainbow Janemba on the friends list while doing attempts, and immediately both LR Janembas were in the first turn. LR Janemba has one major weakness, and that's that he doesn't guard in slot 3. So for like a no item run like this, he's stuck in the rotation he's in, because you can't float him off because he doesn't guard, he gets you killed, right? So that's an issue. So I find a goddamn Rainbow By the way, I was so nervous at this point, right? Because it's like this was definitely... I felt like this was definitely going to happen. But it's just the orbs, right? It's like Fat Janemba needs his 4 type orbs in order to get the support, which is so important, right? That support really helps both the Super Janembas and Fat Janemba really be able to tank a lot better. Then, of course, the Rainbow Orbs, the 2 Rainbow Orbs gives them the damage reduction, again, is also really important. There's just so much that goes into the RNG for these orbs. And then, of course, again, the other strat is the Turles strat with the stuns. The problem, though, is like, AGL Turles is going to get a ZZ8, and then this is going to become a joke, right? AGL Turles with an EZA will dominate the stage so massively. And the thing about AGL Turles being a top tier unit is LR Turles, I would agree, is one of the best units in the game. The problem with LR Turles is that he needs a Turles next to him to bring him to that level. And right now, Turleses suck, right? So it's like LR Turles doesn't really work that well in here unless he's next to another Turles, and then he's crazy. The good thing with LR Turles in this like stage is the frequency that you're able to get his active skill, right? To get the 24 key super, you've got the high chance to stun, the high chance to additional super, the super effective against all types, all that, right? But you know, I tried so many different runs. I've been streaming this a lot on 5-9 Gaming. I've tried a lot of different runs. I was using Fat Janemba's SSR. I've got him full level 10 links, full equips, all that stuff, right? I've been trying different builds. Funny enough that this run was the one that got it done. But I feel like in this run, LR Broly, like, completely dominated, right? That's what got me to this point where I was able to get the Dokkan attack in the third fight. This third fight is so unfair, by the way. Gohan, in particular, hits so hard, it's insane. Gohan is such a problem. And then, like this, look at it, like, the RNG, there's, again, this run frustrates the hell out of me, because there's so much, like, these little bastards, there's 3 of them, they're attacking every single slot, and this is where it gets very difficult to use the Turles units, and Broly. The 2 Turleses, AGL Turles, LR Turles, and then LR Broly, the thing with bringing these units in here for a no-item run, they can't get hit. You can't really allow them to take almost any hits. So it's just, you're really just going and going until you get the perfect RNG, right? Crits, triple supers, the stuns from the Turleses is just all shit you need. You need the really good luck with orbs. LR Janemba and his, you know, super attack nullification is pretty important. Although, again, there's another guy who did it from my eternal rivals, or whatever you want to call it, the APT crew. Oh my god, those guys. But Orange, he did it with a double Turles setup, and I think he had LR Turles on the team as well, right? So it's like, you don't need LR Janemba for this, but, I mean, LR Janemba is the best unit on movie bosses, I think, right? It's like, it's between him and STR Broly. I mean, STR Broly is like the best offensive unit or something like that, and Janemba's the best defensive unit. But Janemba is really good. Okay, so then this bullshit right here. Of course, this is how this, like, what do I do? Because you guys know, I give every unit dodge. This is the free friend Turles. The free friend Turles has level 5 links. He has 20 additional, and he has 0 dodge. So I'm not confident that I can kill Gohan. Basically, Turles can't take 2 hits, right? So it's like, I'm looking at this turn, and it's like, you know, LR Janemba has really 2 weaknesses, right? One is you can't float him off because he doesn't guard. I mean, in a, like, long event or a Dokkan event, you can, but not in here, where we're going for a no-item run. The other weakness for LR Janemba is that if he doesn't build up his passive from attacking in slot 2 or 3, Ki is an issue for him, and his attack stats are not impressive. LR Janemba does not have impressive attack stats unless it's a perfect situation or he begins to build up his passive, right? LR Janemba's attacks, again, are very unimpressive. But defensively, he's untouchable. Which also leads to team building issues, because it's like, defensively, he's untouchable, but, I mean, that's, you know, assuming we have Big Bad Bosses active, potentially Metamorphosis active. And that's one of the big things about the team build we're rocking, is that, you know, Fat Janemba and then the Super Janembas have got Metamorphosis, so we're healing every turn. Again, Turles over into Broly. Turles is another Big Bad Bosses character, which, again, it is so important. Finally, I decided to go for this. I decided to go for the stun on Gohan, right? Like, what I'm trying to do right here is go for the stun on Gohan, and then, you know, we'll be able to easily get this done. But again, it's very finicky with the orbs. I'm trying to make sure that we get, like, you know, sort of like a I guess I want to call it sort of like a perfect, you guys see how many times I'm resetting right here, because it's like these situations with Fat Janemba and the orbs, man, like, it's like everything has to be perfect to get this run done. This is the hardest, like, no item run, again, that I've attempted to this point. Fusion is the only other one that was so tough, but I mean, that's because I was doing that back before Fusion got the lion's share of their massive buffs, right? Like, Fusion Extreme Super Battle Road right now is a joke, right? You've got, like, AGL Gotenks, the LR Tech Gogeta units like that. Like, you destroy, like, Fusion no item run would take, like, 5 attempts or something like that at this point, I feel like. Especially now, even with new characters like Pandel, Brapan, like, a lot, you know, there's the Xeno Gotenks, the Gohunks. You have so many different options that could really destroy it. So this turn, we're able to get the, you know, the exact setup I wanted right here. And this is actually, like, this is such a hilarious end to this nonsense right here. Turles does not stun. Takes 320k damage right there. But we actually live. Now, again, LR Janemba, I was able to attack in slot 2 with him, so his stats go way up. He's taking double-digit damage. And then Fat Janemba double supers right here, and we clinch the W. Now, again, the first fight I don't have in here because, again, I sat down, did runs, and didn't even realize, like, oh, whoops, stupid, I don't have it recording. So I'm actually probably just going to do it a second time, and I'll upload it again. I'll put this one up right now because, I mean, I did it. It's obvious. Like, you know, but I love, dude, 1,800. I finally got it done with 1,800 HP, man. Because of Turles! Dude, Turles, LR Broly, LR Turles, they can't take hits in here. And it's like, when they're spreading their attacks out like that and Turles doesn't get the stun, this is what happens, right? So, like, that's another reason this run took so long is because, dude, I'm doing so many, like, resetting of the turn to play around with the orbs. So, there we go. There's movie bosses, no item run done. I'm probably going to jump onto 5-9 Gaming and do some streams as well. I'm going to get a second run of this done to upload because, again, it bothers me that I don't have the first fight in here. But, like, I got it done. Like, I'm going to put this one up, but I'm just going to do it again. You don't understand how frustrated I am at myself. I blame my knee. It's my knee, man. It's, the pain. It hurts, dude. All right, so I'll catch y'all later. We're going to come back with a second one done. I would do double LR Janemba, but he's not on the friends list, goddammit. That's why I use Turles. Everyone keeps asking. Janemba's not on the list, man.